seen the lack of governance, the appeasement politics, corruption in the era of Mili-Juli Sarkars. This resulted in a loss of optimism and confidence among the people and gave a bad image to India in the world. So naturally, the choice of the people is the BJP. You just heard the Prime Minister use the word Mili-Juli Sarkar 3 times in that first answer as to what he sees for 2024. The next question that we asked him, what is the Modi guarantee for the 2024 election? Remember, Modi ki guarantee has become the war cry, the catchphrase for the BJP going into this next big election cycle. Here is the Prime Minister's answer to India today. He said, for me, the guarantee is not mere words or election promises. It is the outcome of decades of my hard work. It is an expression of sensitivity towards society. When I talk about the guarantee, I bind myself to it. It doesn't let me sleep. It propels me to work harder. It leads me to give my everything for the people of the country. So please don't look for a dictionary meaning of guarantee, is how the Prime Minister has answered that question about Modi ki guarantee. What is your definition of guarantee? India Today wanted to try and nail down a definition, if there is something quantifiable here, or is this just a political, a political phrase being used in a campaign. Here's what the Prime Minister said. Only someone who has experienced a life of poverty understands that the greatest force propelling a poor person forward in life is their trust, their hope. This faith of the poor is what keeps me going. Modi will put in his all, but will not let the trust of his poor brothers and sisters break. Modi's guarantee is not a formula made for winning elections. Modi's guarantee is the trust of the poor. Today, every poor person in the country knows that Modi will not back down from his duty. Today, every poor person is aware of how political parties in the past have broken their trust, but they also know that Modi's guarantee can be trusted. This trust of the poor also gives me my energy. Even if I completely exhaust myself or push myself over my limit, I will not let this trust be violated. Okay. We're going to get some reactions in. The first tranche of questions and their answers have just come in. I'm joined now by consulting editor Rajdeep Sardesai, Siddharth Zarabi, our managing editor at Business Today, and we've got a whole lot of stuff on the economy also coming up, and Sanjay Jha, formerly of the Congress Party, who is a fervent critic of the BJP and the Prime Minister. Rajdeep, starting off with you, the Prime Minister uses the word, the phrase Mili-Juli Sarkar 3 times in that answer when speaking about, how he sees the move ahead for 2024. He also talks about how Modi ki guarantee is about trust from the poor. How do you assess the answers to those first 3 questions? The politics subheading, Rajdeep.
Shiv, I think the Prime Minister is setting the template for the 2024 elections, much as he did in 2019. He is a nationalist, populist leader, a larger-than-life figure, and he is contrasting what he believes is his leadership and stability versus what he sees as chaos and instability brought in by coalition government. So he's setting that template as his core narrative. Vote for me because I provide stable leadership. Don't vote for the others because they will provide you uncertain, chaotic leadership. That's where the word Mili-Juli Sarkar comes in. From 1990 to 2014, for 25 years, India did have coalition governments. And I think the Prime Minister is trying to contrast the last 9, now 10 years with the kind of governments you had over those 25 years, where there was an element of uncertainty. Will Manmohan Singh's government complete 5 years was a question that was often asked, particularly between 2004 and 9, and you had governments falling between 96 and 99. You had 3 different governments. So the Prime Minister is contrasting stability with chaos on the other side. The Modi ki guarantee is more interesting because he's almost invoking identifying his personality with the popular will of the people, and almost referring to himself in the third person. Ye Modi ki guarantee hai, that Prime Minister Modi, coming from a poor background, now rising to the top job, understands what it means to be to come out of poverty, and thereby understands the hopes and aspirations of the people. So he's tapping into his personal sense of belief, his self-belief, and trying to convey to the people of the country that, look, as long as I am there, you're secure. So it is really completely conflating his personality with the will of the people. And that's been his politics as a nationalist populist leader. And he, since it's worked twice before, but in 2014 and 19, he hopes to complete a hat trick. The interview comes across, if I may say so in conclusion, as someone who's almost very, very self-confident. I wouldn't say overconfident, but someone who's self-confident that 2024, in his view, is almost a done deal.
Okay, very interesting how the Prime Minister says don't look for a dictionary meaning of guarantee. It's about the trust from the poor. And he says that a couple of times to reinforce that notion. Ashok Malik, partner with the Asia Group, is also with us. Ashok, welcome. We'll be going to our other guests as well in just a moment. Your reading of the Prime Minister's fleshing out of this